I hope we have a great day. It's sunny out here in the West. The balloon fiesta is going up again.
It's so how is it like that?
Mhm.
Like maybe 2,000, 3,000 miles away, it's just perfect.
It's
Like
beautiful out
there's
here.
nothing
No wind,
happening.
no
I'm a
wind,
1,000 miles away, less than
no
1,000.
rain.
Nothing's happening. Well, no, it's probably over 1,000 because it's South Florida, but still, North Carolina, that's six, seven, nothing, it's just, and Patty, you know who Patty is. She said that there's supposed to be 30 tornadoes following
Well, they said some of them
hurricane.
were already
Yeah.
there before the storm got to the land. There was already tornadoes on the land. Let me see if I can find it.
May the
Yeah,
Archangel Michael's wings cover all of Florida state and more.
massive tornado, Florida.
I have to show really quick something then. I am going to share something very quickly. Um, and I thank you, Charles. Charles doesn't like to pop on as much, but he watches, he listens, and he knows his shit. Sorry,
Yes, he
Charles.
does.
You don't know, you know a lot of stuff, and I admire anybody that can participate.
Yeah. At
Just
least our
very
Trump gave,
short.
hey, at least our Trump gave rooms to the linemen down there in a Ritzy hotel too for free. Because they're gonna need some place to stay, obviously, while they fix all the electricity.
And he gave him a hotel. He has a hotel in Florida.
Well, yeah.
I, well, like I'm supposed to know
Well, I'm
every
sure he's
damn
got quite a
hotel.
few.
I've been to enough of his hotel. I've spent enough money in his hotel.
Yeah. 275 electric linemen staying at his hotel for free.
Where? I'm just, does it say
The
like,
the Trump National Doral Hotel is located in Miami, Florida.
look at that. I've been to
And,
Miami a
and he
couple of
was
times.
honored to do
Of course.
it. So
You tell people, sorry, you can't stay here tonight. There's an emergency.
that's right.
That's how things work.
Mhm.
All right. So I wanted to thank Charles again for sending me this. I'm not sure how many people are going to understand it. Breaking Hurricane Milton to impact Centcom headquarters. Milton to make landfall near Tampa.
Yep.
Let me see. What else can we pile on? Is there any more shit we could pile on to the top of the outcome of this case? Is it possible? Let me see. What else?
I don't know if it
Exactly.
was worth playing it, but yeah.
Is that what they're doing to Trump?
Oh, look,
Piling
it's
on
me and my
this and that.
girlfriend. That's
Hey, let me
Kathy.
finish.
Kathy. She stopped drinking Mountain Dew, I guarantee.
Mhm.
Um, all right. So about 6 years ago, 7 years ago, I don't remember anybody mentioning it. I definitely mentioned it. There was a general that came on a half hour before the Super Bowl, and he said, we're going to be deployed in very difficult position. He was on for like 7 minutes, maybe less. I don't know. It was just nothing. I don't know. They just gave him time before the Super Bowl, which is fine
Uh-huh.
because all commercials and everything is all weirded up anyhow. And he's like, we're going to be deployed in a very difficult mission. He had the American flag and he had the CENTCOM flag in back of him. That is Q, ladies and gentlemen. Mama Helen, you want the proof? That is fucking Q.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 47, 40, right? 7 countries. This is not coincidental because the other countries either couldn't give it to us or still don't want to be part of the true global affiliation we're trying to put
Get
together
away from.
now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, the hurricane hit where? So first of all, we know it's not America. It's not HAARP. It's not the HARP of America. There are other HARP systems around.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think all in all, there's like 30 something.
I wonder if they all answer to the same person, though.
No, that's what I was just saying. You think if America has a weather station such as that China's not going to grab onto it, or the Philippines
Absolutely are.
or Germany, or are people that dumb?
I
Now,
hope they're not.
one
I
thing
really
that the
do.
US has, Trump has not told us. He said, I remember, if Russia or China had this technology that we now have, we would be in big trouble. That was his, not verbatim, but that was his words.
Right.
We're not in trouble. 4 years of Biden and not shit. Okay, money. Money. Okay, people are, we have immigration problems, but is it really more homicides going on than usual? I've been reading that homicides have dropped in certain places. Philadelphia, for example. I mean, what?
No, not over here. We have a lot of gang
I
members
said
over
in
here.
certain places, but
Yeah.
Albuquerque is all fucking, they're all messed up.
Mhm.
They're all meth heads. Not you guys, of course, but there are plenty. Some of those
Well, yeah.
guys, they're
We're not
violent.
all full of meth heads. We got a lot, but
You
we're not
got a
all.
lot of drugs there, man. People zone out over
A
there.
lot of drugs everywhere, but this is a highway
You
full
guys
of
got
drugs.
it bad
It
because you
is.
got the trafficking area,
This is
dude.
a highway.
I'm not blaming. Look,
Yeah.
you grew up
The
in a beautiful
crossroads.
city that turned to shit.
Yeah. It did. It did. You're right about that. It sure
Let me
did.
just get back onto the hurricane. I don't want to go on to Albuquerque. I just want to
Okay.
say this is why they attacked that area. Whatever
Yeah.
is left, which seems to be over there. So I'm
Yeah.
going to say it's somewhere. Didn't you say they had planes in Central America, a plane embassy there, where they
Yes.
people? Okay, so somewhere over there is my guess. Okay, it's just a guess that there's some kind of substation there, and they're giving it all it's
Hmm.
got. It's very easy. Mama Helen explained it the other day, right? They put this shit like a firework into the sky. It evaporates. It has vibrations, right? It probably has certain chemicals in it. And when
Mhm.
the vibrations work, what happens, I'm really not that great at science like this, like the chemistry, not chemistry, but like biomolecular, I guess, when pushed like physics, right? They keep going. So once they're started in the sky by anything, right? It's going to make it keep going. The electrons keep working and they keep going in circles, right? They keep moving. Everything is about motion and vibration and sound because pretty much without sound, I don't think we'd have vibrations and movement, right? You can feel somebody walking on the floor, but I don't know, but you hear it too. I don't know. I don't know how we're figuring it out together, this part of it. But they did. They tried to attack ComCen. And of course, Trump is over there too. But honestly, Trump is a figurehead, people. I love him to death, but he is a figure fucking head. He's rounding up the soldiers, us. That's what he's been doing. I've told you this before. And I feel bad for people who don't believe in the non-conspiracies because they're not conspiracies. They're not. Wake the fuck up. People have had control of the planet. Do you really need some sci-fi freaky girl to tell you this? I mean, we're living with supposed communists, which haven't done what has happened during the 4 communistic years, right? We've had Roe versus Wade overturned, right? We've had P. Diddy, a huge operation taken down, especially if he's a clone. Mama Helen doesn't understand. If that thing's a clone, which I really don't care, Could be, could not be. I don't care. It's what you heard. It's fine. I believe you. Then he's been doing this for ages. Ages. He could have died and his other clone come back in and just do it. A lot of people have trouble with the clones. I get it. I get it. But if you think clones aren't real, look at what they're giving out at McDonald's. I happen to have caught a McDonald's commercial. And what they're giving out are Crocs. Crocs, by the way, just a terrible name, right? Little shoes with the holes in them. We saw
Mhm.
it on the show. I don't remember who shared it. I'm sorry. But the guy was talking about a movie, a sci-fi movie where the lemmings wore Crocs. And they swore that these shoes wouldn't sell, that they were so stupid they had the lemmings wear it in the movie. And the guy felt bad. The guy telling us felt bad. He's like, I own 2 fucking pairs. Meanwhile, they thought nobody would buy it, so they put it in the B-rated movie. Because for lemmings, for idiots, for followers, for sheeples, right? And now they have it as a keychain, giving it out in a Happy Meal at McDonald's. Don't tell me. It's like, that's the biggest communist shit. That's all they have. A fucking fast food chain. That's all they have left. They're done. They're done. ComSent might not have known that they were going to get, this Milton coming at them. And I
Yeah.
guarantee the first one went off course. That's what happened. Because that's not natural what it did, right? It's absolutely anybody who's lived in Florida that I've talked to that have lived there their whole fucking 70, 80 years of life have all said this is not natural. And I learned it from one younger woman from, I think I shared that video too. She was like, we're in Gainesville, there's no rain, what the hell's going on? And then it goes all the way to North Carolina and then rains or something like that. And then I started asking people, and they're saying, this is not typical. This is not regular. So if it is indeed not regular, that means most likely there's some kind of control, right? Somebody has control over it. Something is interfering.
Right.
So they fucked up the first time, and right away they took whatever black mass power they had and tried yet a second time. And I'm hoping the wings of Archangel Michael is covering Florida. I'm hoping that they can deal with their own stuff. But we already have people like Trump, boom, stepping in just like that. And there'll be many others. It just makes sense. This didn't, I mean, if there's stations around the world, I'm going to guess 3 dozen of these harps around the world. Then you're going to want the closest one to get to the air. You know what I'm saying? It probably doesn't have like a range. Like we're only now coming out with walkie-talkies that can make it from California to New York. So how much range can something like that possibly have? And to do it twice, oop, we did it wrong the first time. Listen, guys, if that's all they got, you're okay. Like I said, sometimes there's casualties of war. And if the bottom of the pyramid is fighting back with a fucking hurricane and they're messing up, they don't got much left. I'm not saying this is just a belief, people. Go look it up. This is real. This is the war you have not seen. Q did not fight in front of your faces because if they did, they wouldn't be secret. Secret society like the Masons were very good at keeping it a secret. You get it now? I'm hoping you guys are really following. Believe me, I didn't understand it either. It all came to me in a dream. No, it all came to me. And I'm like, oh, I see what's going on now. When people talk, I listen, and when they don't say the right shit, I'm like, no, well, not that they're not saying right. They just, everybody's guessing, which is great.
And they're going, dude.
But if you don't know the full knowledge, you can't make a theory. If you are not, even if you don't believe in HARP, say you don't believe in it, you still have to look it up and understand it to make a theory. Because otherwise, you ain't looking at everything, are you? So don't criticize me for believing in HARP. And for the millions that do believe in HARP, everybody everybody I know that even aren't conspiracists, they believe in HARP because it's manufactured by people. It's not some scientific crazy shit, some UFO crap.
HARP is real.
And I've said before,
Mhm.
I know of an artist, or at least two of them, I think, that create weather inside. This is factual. Look it up. So if they could do that and just make art out of it, can you imagine what happens when you split the atom of that? Beats me, but I'm just suggesting, there's plenty of manipulation out there. All right. Joe, I'm sorry. I know you had a lot of topics too. And I really wanted to get that out because people are
Not a
afraid.
real,
I
not a
think this
lot.
is the last of the last. Maui, we have some fires going. We had the Canadian fires. We had shit going on in California again. Then we have this. We had those tornadoes earlier on, but they're not hitting us with anything more than weather. So what are they, unarmed? If we had communists running this country for 4 years, we would have had nuclear vessels hitting us. We had two planes crash into the fucking World Trade Centers 20 years ago. A little over. But do you get it? Now they just have weather. You know what? Because if it was the Earth and they were mad, they would have shaken that fault of California away a long time ago. We would have been out of American territory. Bye-bye. Sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. A little bit. Hello, good morning, everybody, by the way, whoever's watching. All right, so you got to, I want to hear about the Kentucky guy. Was he a professor? He was a professor, right?
Yeah, there's a Kentucky, there's a university professor in Kentucky, at the University of Kentucky, who he said it to his whole class. If you don't, if white men don't vote for Kamala Harris, they should be.
I know you guys couldn't hear that. Hold on.
And so they put the.
They didn't hear you, Joe.
Oh, you can hear it.
No.
Okay.
If
I
if white
said
men don't vote for
in
Kamala Harris,
Kansas City, they would be shot. They should be shot.
so if men
And
don't
she said
vote
it to her
for,
whole class.
it was a she or a he that said it. Was the professor a man or woman?
I think it was
You're cutting
but
out, damn it. I hate that. You got to go to your phone company, dude. We never had this problem before.
I'm getting on the freeway too.
Well, regardless, whatever the male or female, the professor said if men do not vote for Kamala, they should be shot. And this is in Kansas City.
Yeah, he says that there are men that will not vote for a potential female president. Not that one. Hell to the no.
Well, I mean, do we really have to talk about this? That person deserves to be in jail. That's just boom. Nobody can say things like that. All right, if you're on a political satire channel like ours but you're a professor in a prestigious college, no, you don't say shit like that.
I don't.
I mean, it's easier for us to say, by the way, we weren't taken down. Do you guys remember what I said yesterday? Was the day before yesterday? God, my
Okay.
sleep. Remember what I said? I'm not going to repeat it, but
Yeah.
and we weren't taken down. So who's in charge? Because I like blatantly said that. And
I know
isn't
you
that
did.
what they call, against community standards?
Yeah.
Your community standards can go. Shove it. Shove it. Did you share, Joe?
Yes.
Did you
And,
share to
hey,
Helen by any chance?
yeah, yeah, I did.
I want to-
You know what I found out the other day when I was trying to uh, re-register my car, right? So I went in there and the lady told me, "Oh well, you've got a suspension on your license or on your car from 2022." How do I have a suspension from 2020 for no insurance, right? So, but
Okay.
how was I able to register my car since then? And I have it
Yeah, it's like 3 years later. It's practically,
got done. I don't. I've got my insurance is automatic pay, so I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
yeah, a lot of people don't even realize what they're paying. They have that rocket something, and they're like, yeah, I had 3 Netflix accounts and I didn't know. I'm like, how stupid are you?
What?
Not to say that the company is bad, it probably helps hundreds and thousands of mindless people, but like,
What?
really, I would notice if it, well, I don't take care of money, but when I used to, you damn well know I would realize if $17 was coming out of my account every month or whatever the fuck it is. Give me a break. Trump rejects Fox News proposal of second debate with Harris.
Yep.
Just
Good.
reading it now.
Good.
Yay! Okay, there was a couple
Just pay
things.
attention and not be on your phone. Oh
Say it
God.
again. What?
This there's the guy behind me is on his phone.
I don't like that. And it's allowed in Florida. I think it's really dumb.
Got it right in his face.
Not on the highway, not anywhere. It's just dumb. People can get distracted more. They
He's
don't need
got it
to be
right in his
distracted more.
face.
That's the point. All right. So we went over all your topics, the professor, the lineman,
Yes.
and I went over Centcom. There was something else you wanted to talk about though, Joe. And something about Virginia, was it? I don't
Huh?
even something about Virginia University, wasn't it?
Can't look it up right now. Damn it.
That's all right. We'll mention it later or next time. Um,
Definitely seems to be moving, so and I'm heading towards our favorite place.
can we see the balloons? Can we see he can't hear
I'm
me. Can we
trying
see the balloons?
hold on, I'm trying to turn I'm gonna try to turn it
Don't
around.
just be careful.
You know.
Well, he's doing that. My cat.
One. See it?
Yes. Yeah, oh, I see two. I see one on the left. Oh yeah. Go balloons. Go. Make
Oh man,
everybody
there's
smile.
tons more. Yesterday the sky was littered with them. When I go north, when I turn north, we'll see even more. The
That looks like
sky
a
is
good day.
littered north of here with the balloons. So there's about 250 to 300 balloons in the air.
How wonderful. Except for the traffic, you look like, except for the balloons, you look like you're in New York. You really do.
There's three over here.
Except for the foliage too, I guess,
Five.
but
Oh, there's three. Then there's one. Oh, look, they're low. They're moving up.
Routh.
See, it's
All right,
because
let
it's
me
a
finish.
little cold today.
Joe, I gotta
But
finish. Let me finish what I have to say.
okay,
I know the balloons are wonderful, but it's not like we can see the colors or, we can't see the designs or anything. It looks like little dots. So
I
it's not
know.
that exciting. Sorry. The one that you put up yesterday with the video was really nice though. The one that went right over your work, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'll share that. So I just wanted to fit because I have other topics. First of all, I wanted to say to Debbie Latimer, Godspeed. She had an eye operation. It was very serious. It looks freaking nasty because I'm always privy to seeing things for whatever reason. And just give her some prayers and love and some strength because she needs it. She is one-eyed right now. She's feeling quite like a man. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I don't know if anybody will get that this early in the morning. Hey, I'm not in a good mood. I gotta go to the dentist in like an hour. Okay, went over consent, did that about the okay. Not long ago, I was talking about plasticides. Plastic. We're still drinking plastic. Water out of plastic and other juices and alcohol. Well, no, alcohol doesn't, but well, yeah, some alcohol is in plastic, hard plastic. Now, my cat, I just got told, he's at home with my stepson, which Jacksonville has just wind and like high winds and rain. It's really not that bad at all. But my cat, apparently, my stepson has been feeding him, or maybe it's the drinking. I think it's the drinking water in a plastic bowl. Nothing terrible happened to Winnie, but Winchester got um acne. Acne. And they say it's common that they knew that this could happen if the I'm thinking to myself, like, I've been saying this for people's sakes. Water. Water is the most it's the biggest necessity of life. Okay? It's the most important thing in the human body. They cannot take our water away. They fucked our foods. But we must not allow them. I mean, we're going to reverse all this. And you know why? If you doubt me, I'm one of them that's going to try to help. And there are millions of us. So it's going to happen. A revolution will happen. It is happening for all those that realize it. I really wish you guys did too. Don't get acne from drinking out of plastic. Get yourself something else. There are things that do not hurt the human body. Find it. I'll even do some research and let it out. Like I'm gonna, I guess, I don't know. This is plastic. I mean, it's all plastic in it. I don't like drinking out of metal either. Metal is probably better for us, different. Not aluminum. Not aluminum. You shouldn't be cooking in aluminum. We all do, but shouldn't be. It gets into our foods, I guarantee it. The little things that they don't tell us, right? Can you imagine getting odd metals into a specific metalled body? Use iron. Cast iron was a big thing. What happened to it all? Oh, it became so expensive. Well, yeah, but it's healthy. Okay? It's good for us. All right, on that note, you're not even at work yet. Did you even make it to the FBI yet?
I'm turning now. I'm in the lane now to turn.
Okay, so I'll say one more thing then, because I found this interesting. I'm very big into definitions. If I don't know a word specifically, names, people's names, mine does not have a definition. My maiden name, my married name, divers, is obviously people that went diving or like to dive or divers. So I wonder where my father-in-law's family, what they used to do. I don't know any more past than his grandfather, from what I remember some stories he was telling us, but it's interesting. Routh, Routh, the guy that took the second shot,
Yeah,
at the golf course on our poor
right.
Mr. President Trump. It is a Scottish and North English term. And he went to the Ukraine and he was from Hawaii. Okay. Which means abundant or plentiful. I'm wondering if it's a German word. Well, I'm gonna read this, but I don't know if anyone of it, or are you there yet? You're almost there.
Oh, where it slowed down on my butt. Sorry.
So you
I'm
should say
turning left.
something like,
Turning left.
what are you gonna say?
What
Let's go really soon.
should we say to them? How about, God, I wish that would be cool if somebody in the chat could pick up something, tell me
I'm
something.
not looking at the chat at the moment. I have too much open right now. I was doing a bit more
I'm not
studying
looking.
this morning. If that's what you want to call it, study, because that's what it is to me. It's studying, and I love to study. I'm a geek. I'm a real true geek. I love
There's a,
studying. That's why I'm a student of life, and you could go fuck yourself. I'm allowed to be. I'm lucky enough, but I've always been that
oh,
way. I have not stopped schooling
right.
forever. I just have it in my head that it's good for you. You never stop
It
learning.
is. It is good for you.
The Ruth
Keeps your mind
Hurwitz,
alive.
shush. The Ruth Hurwitz criterion is a systematic method for creating a Ruth array from the coefficients of a characteristic polynomial. Oh, I thought I was going to get all that in one tongue. Damn it. It can be used to analyze various systems, even if it's a polynomial has complex coefficients. The criterion can also identify the presence of poles on the imaginary axis. I wonder if it's a German name. I wonder where that comes from. Well filled in the Collins English Dictionary. Abundant and plentiful. That's just like Vincent Fusca means to conquer the dark. And you're gonna tell me this man was sitting behind Trump, which all the conspiracists knew during the first assassination attempt on his life, that Vincent was right behind there, and that's just normal? Is that freaking, of course he is in Pennsylvania, but is it Pennsylvania? We have to go over Pennsylvania because not only is it a commonwealth, I am absolutely starting to believe that there's much more in Pennsylvania than even New York. And I thought New York was with the Finger Lakes and the whole system and the sex trafficking and New York Harbor. I really thought the Hudson River and all that, the schools up there, I really thought it was all there, but no, I think it's Pennsylvania, which is mostly landlocked, except for the Delaware, I think. Delaware River. Oh, wait. There's something else there, isn't there? I got to think about it. I hate geography, so I'll think about it. We're not there yet. We're all waiting for you to
Yeah,
get there, and then I got to go.
it's right there.
Okay.
Coming up on it now.
Just call them a bunch of. No, I won't say that.
It's there.
Dinkleberries? Dinkleberries, where did that come from? I don't know.
Perfect time for place a bridge.
How about USA? USA, motherfuckers.
Well, they let Hunter go.
Yeah, sure they did.
They did. They're not gonna prosecute him anymore.
Because you're still asleep, right, Joe?
Mhm.
Because people like Hunter are walking around and was walking around during Trump's administration. You're gonna sit there and tell me Trump did absolutely nothing about these evil communists back when he was in office for 4 years? A totally unexpected
Yeah, here I am.
presidency of the time where
Here we
everybody
go.
hated him.
Watch.
People,
Who are you gonna let go now, you crooked motherfuckers? Fuck you!
oh, met that end. Fight, 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 fight. America, America, America. What? What did you say though?
Who are you gonna let go now, you
Who are you
crooked
gonna let go now?
motherfuckers?
Okay. I thought so. I just wasn't positive. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Joe, On that note, I'm so very sorry that I'm not going to make it with you to work today, but I must go and shower and change really quick and get myself to the dentist.
Right.
Florida, your dentists suck. You're all fucking high tech. I went to 4 of you. Only one, the female that I had to pay cash for because she didn't accept my insurance, but I had to go because I had no choice, paying 16 or 13, 1600, something like that for one tooth. And she was the best. She was my age. In fact, I think she was exactly my age, like in the same month too. We bicentennial babies were spectacular. She was the best. I spent a year and a half with the dentist in Florida, and I won't mention his name because, and I thought they were good because they're so freaking religious. The Lord stuff, and you could do better, quit smoking. I don't, you know, that's that's none of your fucking business. All right, you're my dentist. All right, I want to quit smoking on my own time. I will, and I did. But you fixed my teeth. A year and a half wasting gas going there for nothing. They did nothing. I had to come to New Jersey to get my teeth worked on. New York, same thing. If I didn't pay for it, I did not get good dental for 14 years. So I feel 14, 16 years, bad dental until now. Until now, except for the shit that I had to pay for. So I feel sorry for people with dental problems. It's not easy. We had great insurance, and the good companies would. So finally they told us, and I'll tell you, get Cigna, I think it is. CIGMA or NA? Cigna with an N. Fantastic. And it's just the same price as everything else. I mean, we have to pay a little out of the, John's retirement funds or whatever, however it works. It's bad with money, but it's the same price, and it's like the Cadillac of insurances. I can't believe it. And where the guy in Florida literally gave us a bill to tell us what we were going to do for my teeth. It was almost $17,000. My husband had a heart attack. This guy has not charged me a penny. What's up? And I'm telling you, that guy in Florida they were all religious staff. They were all into God, and they made it known. And I really trusted them a year and a half. People don't, I even still make mistakes. When you don't feel like in the first few months or first few days somebody's not working right for you, get rid of them. You don't need them in your lives. You don't need negativity in your lives. And I've been slowly getting rid of that negativity. Joe, one day you're going to be gone too. You got to start believing that you got to start believing or else you could be gone. I'm kidding. I'm not that. I love all my friends, even if I'm not talking to them at the moment. I don't consider any human being not a friend. They might have physical problems. They might have mental problems. They might be a bigot, a racist, a killer. I don't always believe it's their faults. I don't think humans are born that way. So they are my brothers and sisters. And I've seen people, parents, forgive people for killing their kids or something. I've seen this happen. It's so hard to believe. I mean, but those are good people. All right. I'm gonna go, Joe,
Yep.
because it is
Please.
10:30.
I'm here. I'm all right.
Y'all. Oh, you're there? We'll take a look at, make sure to videotape some cars, Joe. I don't think he's gonna be able to say goodbye. I think he's frozen. Maybe he'll watch this. I doubt it. He doesn't really have time, but Joe, take videos of cars today.
Okay.
I'm working on quite a few
Okay.
things. Can't wait to show Charles's. You ready? All right. Say goodbye.
Yep. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Love y'all.